Today we're going to conclude our teaching on the Ten Commandments with the last two commandments. Commandment 9 is found in Exodus 20 verse 16. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. To bear false witness means to speak falsely in any matter, lying, in any way devising and designing to deceive our neighbor, speaking unjustly against our neighbor. In other words, lying about or accusing your neighbor falsely, saying that they did something or they said something that they did not do. Who are our neighbors? Everyone is our neighbors. It's not only talking about the people who live beside you, but it's also talking about everyone on this planet. We are all neighbors living on the same earth. We can all look up in the sky at night and see the same moon, or during the day we're all under the same sun. We are all neighbors to each other. In Exodus 23 verses 1 and 2, the Bible says, You shall not repeat or raise a false report. You shall not join with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. You shall not follow a crowd to do evil, nor shall you bear witness at a trial, so as to side with a multitude to pervert justice. Proverbs 19 verses 9 says, A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he who breathes forth lies shall perish. Proverbs 24 verse 28 says, Be not a witness against your neighbor without cause, and deceive not with your lips. Lying against your neighbor is breaking this commandment. In Mark 12 verses 30 and 31, it says, Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. 31 says, The second is this, love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these. If we love God above all and love our neighbors as ourselves, we will not be in jeopardy of breaking this commandment. Commandment 10 is in Exodus 20 verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Let's take a look at the word covet. Covet means to yearn, to possess, or have something, to wish for especially eagerly, to desire someone else's property. We all have coveted sometime in our lives. Someone's job, the car, their family, but we must be aware that it is a sin to wish for something someone else has. We must trust in God, who has our future in His hands. God knows what is best for every one of His children. He has a destiny for all of us to fulfill. We need to be sensitive to God's leading and to let Him be in control of our lives. Jeremiah 29:11 is one of my favorite scriptures. It says, For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. The Amplified Bible puts it this way, For I know the thoughts and plans that I have for you, says the Lord, thoughts and plans for welfare and peace, not for evil, to give you a hope in your final outcome. To give you a hope and a future. God has a plan for your life. Be happy with where you are now, and know God is always moving you closer to Him and His will for your life. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.